First off, I'll just say, in dedication now to the announcement of Metroid, this is my Metroid drink,
Oh, it
which
looks like a
is,
Metroid. The
yeah,
raspberries are the eyes.
yeah. So this is a apple sour pucker with some coconut rum, some regular rum, and some Sprite, and of course, like Randy said, some raspberries to put all together. Looks like a Metroid. There, it's really good actually. I like it a lot.
You like your butthole pucker?
I love it.
Cold
Oh yeah.
pucker.
So I'm gonna finish that, and then I'm gonna get to my mezcal, which I have right beside me for later. So that way I don't have to get up and make another drink for any reason.
Oh,
Anybody
actually,
else?
speaking of mezcal, did you
Yeah,
manage to find the one that I had sent you?
I haven't looked yet because I want to finish this one
Oh,
first, or at least close to finishing it.
well, I mean, you could get it and just like have it on on the sidebar.
I'll be tempted to open it. I'm like that type that if it's sitting there unopened, it drives me nuts.
You're
So
terrible in Christmas, aren't you?
yeah, I am.
You just see the presents and you're like, "What's in it? Give me."
Yeah. So yeah, I'll wait though. But I do remember. I haven't forgotten about it yet. But I will try it.
I have another one to send you.
Okay. Yeah. Send me a picture of it too, so I know what it looks like.
And I'll send you a selfie with it.
What was I gonna say? Is anybody else drinking anything?
Water.
Kevin?
That's it.
Agua.
Yeah. Well, I have wine again.
What you
What
say?
kind?
In 2 weeks,
fucking,
I'll be drinking.
count
yeah.
down the days.
What kind of wine?
It's the same fucking bourbon barrel Cabernet that I had.
Mm.
It's really good.
Okay.
Has a nice
Yep.
little like spice to it. So
So before we even start talking about what games we've been playing lately, me and Danny were talking last week about us playing Intergrade, and we fucked up. We started talking and venting about how I introduced these characters in the game that we don't like. They're just people that we just don't know. And apparently we were supposed to know them, and it's upsetting that you guys didn't get to
Okay.
play it because I know Kevin for a fact would have corrected me on this, that
Yeah.
these characters were from a Dirge of Cerberus, and I did not know this.
What's up, Randy?
Dirge of Cerberus is one of the Final Fantasy games I did not like.
Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of it, so I never finished it. And because I never finished it, I never caught the reference at all, not even a little bit, of that those characters were from Dirge of Cerberus. They're directly from Dirge of Cerberus. They're deep ground. And they even mentioned, they say we're deep ground. So we completely failed on that. So the introduction of them was perfect because it now merged an intro to what Vincent's storyline. Vincent, because they said up front, Vincent's going to be main canon, and this just proves it. So, yeah.
Yeah, they connected a lot of
it,
things now.
it definitely made sense that they would have introduced like characters from Dirge, seeing how it is like the introduction of Vincent to like the story, or like at least the expansion of him.
It'll be a great way to introduce him later on in the series.
Yeah.
And have an excuse on why he's there and not just, an add-on
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that. That's how they're doing it. So I thought it was smart, and I'm like, oh, I take back all the bad I said about that. That made me feel really stupid.
We
Wait.
both apologize for missing that because we're like claimed to be all these such hardcore Final Fantasy VII fan, but Dirge of Cerberus was just one of those games that got away from us and we weren't really that into it, so we kind of missed out on that part.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
On topic of Dirge, where exactly in the story does that fit? Is that like before 7, after 7, in the midst of it? Like
After
where
7.
Yeah,
after 7?
Dirge takes place after 7.
After having children, even.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
fucking clearly Crisis Core was a prequel. Genesis was like the main bad guy, if anything. And at the end of Dirge, he's supposed to make a comeback. So I was like, I was gonna say like, if anything, it'd be interesting if they bought like Genesis back at some point within like the 7 remake, but it's probably not gonna happen.
I'm sure if anything they'll do a reference, but it would be nice if he came back. Yeah.
No.
All right.
The Loveless Theater is a reference to him, technically.
Yeah, it is.
Because he
Yeah, it
reads the
is.
entire play.
The poem.
And
Yeah.
like the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they do have to. Well, we're gonna get into it, but I feel like they do have to touch on, Operation G and Operation S, which is Angel and Sephiroth, and how
Sephiroth.
they were created and stuff like that. Like those two things. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
I'm
So
excited. Super excited.
what have you guys been playing, Kevin and Randy? Been doing anything lately?
Randy, you want to go first?
I beat Nier today.
Hey.
Yay!
Alright.
Well, I got the
Congrats.
first ending of
Mhm.
Nier because there's 5. I got ending A, which like you have to keep playing in order to thing. Um,
Mm.
I wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready. Okay, so I
For the
was gonna
ending?
finish. Yes, I knew I was at the ending because like once I get to one point, it's like, oh, continuing here, you can't go back. Are you sure you want to go on? And I'm like, all right,
Oh,
so that's
yeah.
final stretch. They're giving you a fair warning. Um, I figured I would like beat the whole thing today because like obviously the stream, but it was so fucking sad. Like the first 12 hours
Well, that's
again
what you
looked
mean. You're
almost
not
like,
ready. You're ready as you cried.
wait, what?
You're not ready as if you cried, or
Oh yeah,
not
like
ready.
like a bitch, honestly.
Okay. No, I
'Cause-
thought you meant not ready. Like I didn't want it to end. I just wasn't ready. I clicked enter by mistake and said, "Fuck! I didn't want that to end."
No,
Um,
to be fair, I do have a second save file because I wasn't sure if there was going to be like any changes in terms of the two of the bosses. They give you a chance to go back to like the village, and I was like, let me see what happens if I say yes, and you could kind of just like, it's your way to turn back your mistake if you were accidentally just like mashing X and you hit yes by accident, so you're not like bound to it.
the
It's like, okay,
gaming
back to the
loophole,
world.
so you could like go back to like what you
So
were
like,
doing before you see
yeah,
the ending, or choose a
so you
different
could
ending.
farm or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
previous save.
yeah. So I do have a second save on that one. But I thought there was gonna be a difference there. Clearly there wasn't. But yeah, no, I started the second playthrough also, and it's just like straight out of the fucking gate, heart wrenching as hell. You find out like a lot of the background as to one of the characters, and her story is just like, fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
But no,
story's just as
overall,
good as
fucking
Automata
amazing.
too. Okay.
I didn't play
Because
Automata.
I don't remember. I played fucking Replicant like the longest time ago, and I did exactly the same thing that I did with Automata. Is that I played for a couple hours and I was like, "Fuck this game." Thankfully, I just rented Replicant when I first played it, like at Blockbuster. So I was just like,
Mhm.
I just returned it right away, and that
How
was
old
it.
that
So
game
I
is?
Yeah, that thing came out a fucking decade ago because it was near.
15.
Yeah, because it was near Replicant in like overseas and Gestalt here in the States,
Yes.
where you
Yeah.
play as Daddy Near.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Kevin,
Yeah,
what
but
you been playing?
I got trapped. I was going to start playing fucking The World Ends With You, and then Muramasa
Oh, you
Blade
finally got to
just
play it?
stole my. Yeah, no, I started it, and then I just literally got to the point that he's saying, shut up, stop talking," and then I was
So the
like,
beginning,
yeah, literally the
literally
beginning,
before the
and then I
intro.
cut the game off because of the Disgaea demo. So I have not played it, played it, like got anything, and then Muramasa Blade, Rebirth stole my heart. So I've been playing
Yeah.
that in Persona and racking up my hours again. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying to beat that game, and then I'm like, The World Ends With You. I
Neo,
started,
Randy, does Neo come out next month? I think.
Neo?
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Oh, Neo.
World Ends
World
With
With You,
You.
Neo.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought you
yeah.
meant
Yeah.
like Neo, like fucking an expansion for Neo 2 or some
No,
shit.
no.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
question.
think it's July. I'm pretty sure.
I know that the pre-order's already up for like digital, but I'm definitely not gonna
That's
do
not because
that.
I'm saying like Kevin,
Fucking
man, you
physical
gotta
all the
catch
way.
up or just YouTube
But
the story.
how do you want me to do that? And the Sky comes out like literally in 2 weeks. Like I'm trying. That's it.
July
I'm done, man.
27th. Oh, that's in 10 ass days.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
I'm ready.
trapped,
I already
bro.
have it pre-ordered.
I got the Sky, bro. Y'all gotta see me like 30 hours, like 30,000 hours later. Like, all right, guys, I finally finished.
Dude, not
It's
for
coming
nothing.
out for the PlayStation. It's coming out for the PlayStation, you guys
Yeah.
said?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
PlayStation and
So
Switch.
I'm gonna have to look at the videos for the
I,
first one.
I gotta play it.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. They definitely should have done like some amiibo shit with Neo World Ends With You,
Yeah.
like just for
That-
collector's sake. Because like,
That's
what is
true.
it? Rise. They came out like obviously Monster Hunter. They came out with a fucking with the Magdamalo, and there's no paywall behind that. And I know that they wouldn't have done some dumb shit that what was it, Skyward Sword is doing with the paywall, like fast travel.
The
to get
save
the-
feature. Yeah, the fast travel. That's what I meant. Yeah.
It just would have been nice to have it. Fucking what, like Neku as an amiibo?
I would have liked the. I was gonna say heartless. I would have liked the noise.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
I would have liked a noise amiibo or something because some of them had some cool designs.
All of them had really cool designs because it was just like animals with like parts of them missing and replaced with like kind of graffiti,
Yeah. Yeah.
which actually translates really well into 3D. Because like in the trailer, you see that they're fighting the elephant, and oh, it looked so cool.
And my Metroid's dead. Okay. All right.
in
So
peace.
we're just gonna move on to a bunch of stuff. I have a list of just a bunch of games that they had announced.
Nobody
we
asked
don't.
me what I was playing. All right.
Oh
You
yeah.
were playing
Well,
with your,
Well,
with your
well,
fucking Mario
I,
Kart plate.
so I didn't ask you because I already knew. So yeah, that wasn't fair. What are you playing?
Well, two things I was playing because one we can get into start after. Anyway, first one was Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. I beat that. Super
Up Your
short,
Arsenal?
days.
Up your arsenal, the one for the
Yeah.
PlayStation 2.
Fuck, ripped
Holy
inside.
shit.
Ripped
Whatever the
apart.
fuck it is. Ripped apart.
Oh,
Rip your arsenal, whatever.
Rip
I beat
your
that.
arsenal.
What?
That was,
Yes,
it was a
game,
fun game.
dude.
Fun game. Looks gorgeous. You know, couldn't believe some of the stuff they did, but
Yeah.
super short. Super
Yeah.
super short. Definitely. You know, if anybody asks, I definitely say buy it. You know, still a fun play, especially if you're a fan of the series at all. And I'm not gonna get into too detailed, but I also been playing the Final Fantasy Origins demo. Obviously, played it for a little bit. Love that because you know, Final Fantasy geek. You know,
demo-
it looks
The demo's
looks
good.
interesting. The demo's fun though. The game's fun.
Yeah.
I'm
It
excited to see what they're gonna do.
it looks like shit.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
you know, it's a very early demo, but the gameplay is fairly solid aside from like the companion AI.
Yeah,
And it's
the
fucking
companion has,
hard.
like they're the worst.
bro, you just
Fucking
got fucking
companion.
Prompto and Gladiolus again.
But even
Honestly.
they are smarter than the AI that you got in this
Yeah,
demo. Like
It's-
they at least did some damage or distractions or aggro, however you want to call it. But like
Or
this
heal.
game, they're useless. Or this demo, they're
yeah,
useless.
it's really useless. Like obviously it's broken. Obviously it's a little. It's a new game. You know, it's a demo.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be perfect. And for what I've heard, Team Ninja's always been on their demos the first really rough, and then they polish it up really well
Yeah.
afterwards. So
And they're
they've
doing
been
it on
known to do
purpose
that.
because they do it on purpose because they want to have feedback from people. Like I followed their Twitter for a while and they're still constantly asking, give us some feedback on this demo. How is it? What's going on? Do you find any bugs? Is there anything we could improve? Yada yada. So this is like nowhere near the final product, I'm sure. But if the gameplay is still kind of fun, so imagine what they can do in the next year.
Yeah. So and it has. It doesn't. No, it's not a year. It's coming out this year.
Well, in the fall though, was it like October, November? I think?
October. Oh,
October.
They got
Yeah.
3 months. But for all you know, this demo was done and
It's
a while
not.
ago.
It's
just
not
to
going to
have out.
release. I'm putting money down right now that it's going to get delayed.
How much?
I hope.
$20.
I hope not, because that's one of my birthday.
so what, 10 bucks?
Birthday gift.
$20.
20.
$20? Ooh,
I'll put
okay.
$20. That
Yeah,
yeah,
big
it's
money
gonna
on this.
it's gonna get big money, right? Yeah, it's gonna get delayed. I'm not
What was
holding
I
my
gonna
breath
say?
on it.
I saw the trailer for it.
Mhm.
I was really irritated.
Why?
There's a whole
Chaos?
fucking chaos. I have to kill chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos. Are you chaos? It's Garland. I am chaos. And I'm like, shut the fuck
That was
up.
all over the internet too. People were just
Yeah, I
calling
don't know.
themselves.
They
People were
cut
calling
that
themselves
horribly for that
chaos.
trailer. Okay, that's good. But like, if anybody knows the story of this game, it is fucking weird and crazy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really going to be interesting anyway and see what they do. And I don't know for sure they're going to stick to the original part one. And if
Probably.
they do,
The world kind of
you
seemed a little
know.
dark to be part one. I don't know, but
yeah,
Yeah.
but that could be just that one place, you know.
I guess.
Like that's the beginning. That world they showed is basically the beginning. You know, because that's how it started off in the other one. You know, you kill Garland, he gets pulled back in time, whatever, by those 4 fucking things. Those 4 guys come in, and then you realize, oh shit, I gotta kill these guys. Try to kill them, and then oh wait, no, tricked you. Garland's able to pull us back in time now. Now you gotta fight Garland. It's a never-ending loop, and you gotta figure out how to stop the never-ending loop.
It's never ending
Garland
chaos.
looks really pretty though.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm excited to see what.
amazing.
And I'm super excited to see what they do with the 4 monsters. You know, whatever they call them. You know, the earth, wind, water. You know, the fucking.
Oh, is
Earth
it like
and Fire.
elementals or like any summoning
forget
type
Heart.
monsters that we
No,
gonna
it's
fight?
just that. But the main monsters were like the representation of fire. You know,
Yeah.
water when you had to go through all those to defeat them. So I'm excited to see how they depict them because they weren't your average. You know, it wasn't like average Shiva or Infinite type of thing. It really wasn't. They had completely different names. So,
Mhm.
and then I'm excited to see if they do implement Shiva and things like that, and or summons or anything for you to use. I mean, they didn't have an original game, but you know, it's still Final Fantasy, and they kind of have
I have a
the
question.
trope stuff to do. Yeah.
Sorry for cutting you off. It's 16 that's coming out now, right?
They're still working on
16 is
16.
the-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
Fucking Final Fantasy of Thrones.
yeah. So is it Thrones and then 16 that's coming out, or is it 16? Like I don't know the order of the Final Fantasy game that's coming out.
this is
Origin?
coming out first.
16 is not gonna
is-
come out
this-
for another 2 years. I would bet.
Yeah.
Like, but
Okay.
Origin
What,
is what's
$3 more?
coming. Origin is what's coming out this year.
So that's the filler
it's-
till they get the third.
That's the
third, I
Dark
guess.
Souls ish game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not calling it a Final Fantasy anything. They're just saying it's Origins. That's why it's
Yeah.
kind of like people are not sure. Like they don't know much about it, so not sure if it's a remake of the original, if it's own take on the original, because it's people who did Disgaea, you know, and they love even in Disgaea they did the same fucking thing. Where they had Chaos as one of the main bad guys. Or
Yeah.
They had who?
All right.